Hello, good day everyone, and welcome again on i- another one of our recorded Let's Play session of Armored Core 6, and yeah, we're just kind of chilling out and hanging out for a while because it's already early hours in the morning, and yeah, we'll probably be just hanging out in a long for quite some time here because of the less traffic on the games. So in the meantime, I am just gonna save this one. We probably have to. Uh, yeah, I probably have to save this. Okay, there we go. Nice. So at the moment, I am just probably going through the single player matchups. There's nothing much going on because I've already finished also the campaigns of Armored Core 6. So the only thing that I've been left at is basically reach the rank of A rank on the single player matchups, and that's it. Nothing else. Now I've been trying to achieve that A rank for for quite some time now, but I never had any luck, unfortunately. And hopefully we could get it somehow, maybe. Oh, okay. What's this? Okay, so in the meantime, we're just gonna go through Nest and go to... Okay, let's just search first on the custom matches, but I'm not exactly... Oh, what's this? Beginner's Room, Unrank and D. Okay, we're not gonna go through that. I am just gonna go for rank match single and see if there's anybody awake, but I'm not expecting that someone would be awake at this hour because of oh, okay, what do you know? Holy crap. Okay, that was totally unexpected. I am assuming that everybody is asleep by this time. So I mean, I've been playing at this hour at this time, but never occurred to me that there would be there would be someone on the single player matchups that would still be awake at this time. So anyway, since we were already here, let's see who's going to be our opponent. Hopefully he's not a kiter or a shotgunner. Okay, well, okay, I know this guy. It's more like the staggering guy, right? So better not, okay, better keep my distance with this guy. Yeah, I know, I'm not gonna be a kiter with this. Yeah, I know the reason why he's yeah, I know the reason why he's getting aggressive. It's because he wants to stagger punch me. Yeah, I know. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that a lot of folks like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's the best thing that I would rather do right now is to stay away from him, or at least keep a distance, because yeah, just maintain my distance with this one. Shit. Yeah, I've known that kind of stuff. Because I lost several matches because of that kind of style. Alright, nice. Yeah, I definitely got an idea what you're talking about. So if you're gonna sucker punch me, or stagger punch me to death, make sure I'm not experienced. Nice. Anyway, yeah, I probably have to at least stay out of this single player match for at least a minute or two because you know, this kinds of folk, they want to demand a rematch, and I don't you know, I don't want the rematch that soon. I definitely got an idea on what kind of that stuff on how that stuff works. So there, we'll just wait here for about at least a minute or two, and I'm trying to chill out and oh, okay, right, I'm trying to go chill out, and who knows, maybe, oh crap, and watch my internet at the moment. So where's my okay, I should have my internet source here. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna watch through my feeds. Oh my goodness, my allergies is still every time I okay, I just want to see this one because this one is the classic 80s cartoon way back in 1990s or 1980s. Actually, I'm pretty much a kid back then when this was released. Like, I was a toddler.
There you are, on your way home from a long stay. But when you encounter the death of the ancient gods of Olympus and are promptly sentenced to travel among unknown stars. But look at the dark side. You will sightsee aboard a really big starship.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of eye thing kind of stuck out to me, that kind of starship, because it's kind of unique. He has a middle eye on the, or it looks like an eye.
Created by Jean Chapolin and Nina Walmart, Ulysses 31 was produced by DIC Audio Visual and Tokyo Movie Shinja, and initially released in late 1981.
See, it's about 1991.
It arrived on British screens in late 1985.
Right.
It was a science fiction retelling of Homer's The Odyssey.
Yeah, something like that.
Of other Greek myths thrown in. Set in outer space in the 31st century, the series contains what, in my opinion, is the best version of the Sisyphus myth outside of the original myth itself. Indeed, I would go as far as to say the Ulysses 31 rendering of the ancient myth may be better than the original.
Oh, seriously?
This series had a distinctive look, and in the design work for the ship of Ulysses, we see one of the more striking spaceship designs in science fiction.
Yeah, it's an eye. Basically, it's an eye in a circle. And 31st century spaceship.
Until you find the kingdom of Hades, your bodies will stay as lifeless as stone.
Right.
Just how a body as lifeless as stone is to actively seek out the kingdom of Hades is a bit of a puzzle.
Yeah.
But luckily for the crew of the Odyssey, Ulysses is unaffected by the curse of Zeus, being inside the iris at the time of the curse's strike. This iris, the source of the Odyssey's photonic energy drive, is reminiscent of the oculus found on ancient Roman and Greek ships.
Yeah.
The Odyssey is highly automated and can be piloted by only a handful of crew.
Right.
She is equipped with a host of robots keeping the ship in shape. There is even a garden complete with a pool.
Oh,
Capable
right.
of energizing defense screens against attack, the Odyssey apparently carries no offensive weapons systems. In one episode,
Oh, I think it's a colony ship of some kind.
Attack ships, and is only saved by the intervention of Kronos, the Lord of Time.
Right.
Odyssey is clearly not a warship.
Yeah, maybe it's a colony
Does
ship,
seem to
a
be
trade
fast
ship.
when speed is necessary, and quite maneuverable. The array of thrusters can turn the ship around on a penny. And in one of those flashes of reality, rare in animated and live-action science fiction, the main engines are not in a constant state of firing, like, say, in Star Wars. As I am sure you all know, in space, you don't need your engines to be operated continuously, as the forces working against your motion, for example atmospheric resistance, is not an issue.
Right.
The manner of the Odyssey's passage across the screen is worth
Oh.
noting. She
Oh
always
shit. Okay, we got a match right now. Right, I have to clear up my screen. Wow, we're kind of having a lot of traffic right now with the single player matchups. I wonder what's up. I mean, typically all of the players in Amico should be asleep by now. So I'm just only enjoying some quality time to myself. But yeah, what's the deal that we're having some matchups right now? Crap, not again, this guy. Shit. So, what I meant to say was he's waiting for the whole 3 minutes. Okay, right. Yeah, wrong move. Yeah, that's the thing that I was saying. That, god damn it.
30%.
Yeah, that's the thing that I was saying. You can see it. It's already recorded. That it's kind of staggering exploit. Anyway. Yeah, this is the main reason why I had to keep my distance with these kinds of fighters. Basically, this is the only thing that he has to rely on, that stagger component. There we go, nice. But offensive capabilities, I could say it's pretty weak. His armor is not even that strong. But once that you get timed out with that kind of stagger attack, that's it. You're basically locked in. See? Just keep my distance with this guy. That's the problem with this. Yeah, that should like... Yep, I should have known. As long as I don't connect with the punches, I won't get caught with that kind of stuff. Okay, nice. That's a great match. So here's the thing. I am going to yeah, I'm gonna go for team matchups. Maybe there's something there. For now, I am not gonna go with that because that kind of staggering is really a pain in the butt. So for now, I'm just gonna go here and chill out on the team matches. And I wanted to watch my you know, my some sort of breakdown of this favorite anime. Well, not exactly favorite anime, but more like a nostalgia anime that has been shown during the 1980s.
seems to be listing to one side or another,
Right.
as if damaged by her sudden removal from normal space. Indeed, she does not look right travelling on an even keel, as I discovered when making these animations. Also, there are times in which she moves as if thrown across space, her proverbial prow not quite pointing in the direction in which she is travelling.
Right. How big is the Odyssey? Yeah, that's also been my question.
There are questions concerning the Odyssey, such as, do the internal decks curve with the shape of the ring?
Yeah.
Would a member of the crew be upside down if he were in the lower half? given the pattern of windows visible on the port and starboard sides of the ring structure, and what we see in the series finale, in which the Odyssey effectively runs aground on the galactic glaciers, we must suppose not. The question we are concerned with in this video is, how big is the Odyssey? The starship of our 31st century space legend Ulysses is clearly meant to be a very large vessel.
Yeah, it's a very
Any
large.
attempt to measure a fictional ship in an animated series runs into challenges. The shape may subtly change with every episode appearance, depending on the circumstances of the animation team and their deadlines.
Yeah.
We might call this
So
a
basically
state
it's
of animated flux.
it's
There are enough clues in
it's
the
still
series
kind of
to
being
arrive
debatable
at a
the
rough
exact dimensions
estimate.
of that ship.
Ulysses has at his disposal a pair of shuttlecraft. We see these craft in context with the characters, and so we can gauge their size. One is a craft notable for dividing into 3 sections,
Right.
and it is apparently called Various Orders
Starboard.
Starboard, which I'm sure I mispronounced. Let's suppose Ulysses himself is 6 feet high, a good correct height. Keeping in mind the animated nature of the shuttle, its state of animated flux, then we can say the shuttle height, minus landing gear and plus the fins, is something like 21 feet or 6.4 meters.
Alright.
Its width is 32 feet or 9.7 meters, and in length it is about 84 feet or 25.6 meters. Both shuttles look from the hangar bay visible below the command deck. Whilst it has been suggested that these structures support the starboard are hangar bays, we frequently see the shuttles launch from a hatch above and behind these distinctive circular structures.
Right.
Rather than being in front of the box-like structures here, these circular structures are clearly above of this protruding section of the Odyssey, possibly a navigation tower to the shuttles. If this is correct, then we can compare the shuttle's dimensions to the structure and by extension to the whole ship.
Right.
Based on the model therefore, the Odyssey's width is 3,836 feet or 1,169.2 meters. Height is 2,870
It's basically a kilometer in width, in height. How much rough dimensions I guess is a kilometer?
67 feet or 508 meters.
Oh, okay. Conclusion.
There is a lot of guesswork here, of course. Perhaps these upper box-like structures are well. Perhaps my mathematics are grossly inaccurate, which will make it impossible. Or perhaps the state of animated flux throws all this into confusion. If not,
Well,
though,
there's
then we have to
unfortunately
answer
there's
the
no.
question. The Odyssey of
These are all singles. There is
somewhere
no.
around half a kilometer in length, well over 3/4 of a kilometer in height, and she has
Okay.
an estimated beam of just over a full kilometer. But of course, this is all rather academic. What does it matter how big an animated spaceship is? Well, it doesn't. But I wanted a good excuse to recreate the model.
Okay, right. Kinda got the idea. Well, this was a classic, anime back in the 80s. Oh, what's this? Armored Legends Pillager. Okay, let's kinda hear this one. This is something related to Armored Core and basically Armored Core builds.
Is a stronger you. Care for your gut. Ursiflora Probiotics. Mahalagang paalala, ang Ursiflora Gut Defense at Ursiflora Gut Restore ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin paggamot sa mga uri ng sakit.
Para sa negosyo, Mitsubishi L300 pa rin.
Hey fellow mobs, Moby here. Just a quick announcement, I have a Discord server now. This is where me and the other mobs hang out, so don't delay, join today. Now on to the video.
Oh, okay, that's a nice
Welcome.
slogan. Don't delay, join the. What? Don't delay, join the.
Water Strider build. which
Okay,
I think
okay,
is just
my bad,
Striker.
my bad.
Absurdity.
I kind of forgot immediately
In
that
this series, we
thing.
interview some of the greatest players in the world and have them share their strategies, build, and tech. Water Strider builds are generally lighter
Right.
tetrapods that rely on quick boost absurdity to dodge and hit hard with a pair of bazookas. Pillager reached top 8 of the last major tournament using his heavier spin on the Water Strider.
On Pillager, I played Armored Core Last Raven and Armored Core 4 as a child and thought they were just awesome, but I never really got into
Right.
the PvP side of things. I was just thought, cool mech game, customize your mechs, have a good time. Then, for whatever reason, I never really bothered looking into the other Armored Core games, and I was never really into the Souls games until Sekiro, and that kind of reignited my interest in From Software. So, yeah, I guess I'm an Armored Core Last Raven, Armored Core 4, not PvP veteran. You know, just being a gamer, just interested in the content and just seeing other things that are going on, like what's a strong build, what's a cool thing that's happening. I know from watching Souls game footage, I know Janine and Ouroboros are big into Armored Core, so I was also naturally getting pulled back into it that way. As for Strikers community, I just saw some YouTube videos, enjoyed them, and eventually decided, yeah, I'll join the Discord, I'll play some tournaments, see what's up. When I first saw Water Strider build, which I think was just Striker talking about it, just showing off this is how you make a Water Strider, I first tried it and thought it was cool, but I didn't really like it.
Right.
And instead what I was running was basically the Heavy Owl, which was a heavy tetrapod with the 20B generator, the Missile Lock FCS, and the Auroras. I still had the Majestic and the Explosive Thrower, and that was on the patch where Majestic was pretty busted. So basically I would just sit back from afar, help them with Auroras, which were attacker side at that time, so they were really difficult to dodge. You get a little too close, then I hit you with the Majestic, and then if you try to all-in me, I've got the Explosive Thrower to get that last bit of stagger, so I was kind of more of a stationary weapons platform hovering behind a building, just pelting you. And when 1.05 came, you know, that's got the Majestic nerf, Auroras are now defender side, as they should be, and the old build just was not having the mustard, the Burzle nerf as well, so I was slower too, and I got to B2 in the range climb, and the build just stopped working, and I had to make some changes, and that's when I decided to go all in on Water Strider. The build is designed to be adaptable with the weapons I brought, and the Water Strider movement, when used correctly, it lets you really outplay a lot of different opponents. The build I'm going for is kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. So if I play it right, I should be able to win most matchups, but I would be lying to say that this is somehow a meta killer. It's more of a heavy Water Strider, so it's on the heavier side, so unfortunately I can't really chain my quick boost quite as quickly as a traditional Water Strider would like to, but the evasiveness, yes, absolutely Water Strider. So that's going to be the Tetrapod in hover mode using quick boost, which your quick boost stats change, and you can zip around, you can travel much further, you travel much faster, and this is a brief and very annoying break-in period at the end of the quick boost. that you're
Well, I
trying
don't
to
think it's a
avoid.
tetrapod. It's more
You're
like a
trying to get the
quadrupod
mobility of a Water
because it
Strider
has
with
4
the
legs.
defenses of a heavier AC. That's basically how I do it. Your dodges are your parries. As soon as you see the hurt coming, you dodge. And that works very well in basically all matchups. The downside being you're also a big AC, so you're a big target. With Simmer rushdowns, they're going to hit you with a lot of pellets. The proximity detonation weapons, you've got a big AC, you need to move out the proximity detonations. It's a lot of fine movement.
Okay, right.
The thing that makes it potent is that in between the quick boosts, I have the Majestic and the Explosive Thrower. The Majestic really needs no introduction. That thing hits hard. It's very good at medium range. Explosive Thrower is good at close range, and the Charge Attack is good at medium range. So you've got these two weapons with high impact buildup that make medium range and close range pretty threatening. Now the missile launchers, it actually took me a while to figure out what missile launchers made sense, and the reason why I go with the MLT-10 is because while your missile...
Oh crap, not again. Okay, hopefully it's not the same guy because oh my goodness. Yeah, let's just hope that this is not the same guy. The one who does chain chain boxing stuff. Okay, that's me. Okay. Nice. At least I'm a different guy. Oh goodness, holy moly. Yeah. Let's go. shit. Yeah, that's what happens when you do that kind of stuff. Okay, nice, not bad. That's the reason why you have an assault armor. This in case that you've been staggered, you have to detonate it, and that, well, basically hits her butt. At least the main valuable reasons why I use. That's the main reason why I use an assault armor. Yeah, he's kinda trolling around, I guess. And I thought I was the only one doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, do that. Alright. Nice. Not bad. But I'm fighting an S ranker. How come I'm a B ranker? What the hell? So much for being an above rank if I'm keep fighting an S1. Okay, let's just wait for a couple of minutes. Alright, I'm just gonna watch it again just to make sure that I don't encounter that guy. Alright, let's go.
So I can start firing my first missile, and I can do like 3 quick boosts before the MLT-10 is done firing. And that's a big deal because normally, if you're just spamming quick boosts, you can't fight back. Well, with the MLT-10, I can't. So I'm avoiding my opponent, and I'm sending missiles to deal with them. If I'm being chased down, so I'm quick boosting away from my opponent, the MLT-10s will be right in their face, and they kind of have to dodge them. If I'm chasing, it also works out well because then I create this kind of this wave.
You know what?
crash
Forget about
into my
that. Since
opponent
he's
while
using
I'm closing the gap on them. So
well, since that opponent is using some sort of melee weapon, I'll probably have to change my assembly here. Yeah. Let's just change this one to flamethrower. And lefting will be a melee weapon. Okay, let's start. There we go. Hopefully I get to fight that guy or something. Okay, so I guess I'm safe. He's not coming around. Alright, I am going to watch this
I'll
first.
fire the MLT-10 and sort of quick boost around them to surround them in missiles. The Duo 3s is the medium weight dual missile launcher. The first rule of thumb for missiles is that you should use different types of missiles, so when you do fire them simultaneously, your opponents have to think about different things to dodge. So I wanted to have the MLT-10, and the Duo fits in nice as well because I can use that to shoot around cover, so it's also pretty ideal for dipping in and out of cover, so when I decide to jump into cover, I can fire the Duos from behind cover and they'll snake around and either hit my opponent or at the very least force my opponent to dodge.
Okay, that's one way I guess I have to use my pancake missiles.
What I
here.
recommend doing with the Duo 3 is wait until you fire about 5 to 7 of the MLT-10s and then launch the Duo 3s because the Duo 3s are faster and you can kind of have them crash on your opponent at basically the same time. For the head, that's kind of a carryover from the old Owl build, and I honestly think the head's just pretty solid. Having the long range scan is nice for a water strider because you're so dependent on your opponent's positioning versus your own. Knowing where they are at all times, I think, is a pretty important factor to keeping the energy you need in reserve. So when your opponent does dive on you, you know you have enough energy to wiggle out of of it, or to take the fight head on. Mind Alpha 4 is just an amazing core. It's got great stats. The arms on the Tion Quain, those are really just defensive arms, so it's giving me some extra defensive stats. When I view how this build works, the quick boost is how I avoid damage, but I'm a bit of a bruiser, so I'm trying to stack some defenses, so that way when I do hit, it's not as big of a deal. I'm a big target for Zimmerman, but if I can dodge fast enough that only half of the pellets hit me, I've got the defenses to make sure that half the pellets is quite as painful. The legs, the VP424, there's actually a bit of thought put into those. So the hover speed that you travel at is only determined by your leg choice and your overall weight. It's fast enough that a heavy build has to do things like assault boost to chase me down, which allows me to sit in hover mode and save my energy, or when I need to quick boost a booster, which in my case is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't run the P04 because it's for a lighter weight class. I chose the Santai so that way I can deactivate my hover mode and start recovering energy when I want to. That way, if there's a good piece of cover I can hide behind, I can drop down and recover my energy. If I'm far away from my opponent, like let's say Simmer Rushdown, if they're far away from me, I know I don't need cover because I'm not in their effective range, so that's a good opportunity for me to regenerate energy. That's why I choose Santai over a Coal Generator. As for FCS, it's really easy. It's the best medium range assist, and I have the Majestic. It's nothing complicated. I want the Majestic to hit often at medium range, so this is the one I'm going to use. I'm fairly certain the Explosive Thrower doesn't actually aim with your FCS. I think it aims with its own stat, which is just like where your camera is aiming. Because I've noticed I miss a lot of Explosive Throwers against like a stationary target that make no sense. And the only thing I can think of is like the chest of your AC is actually what's doing the aiming for an Explosive Thrower. And Pulse Armor, I really only do singles, so I really have no reason to use Triple Armor. It's to reset your stagger, so I'm on the higher end of attitude stability, and a lot of the match is really just trying to flip off getting staggered. If I'm doing pretty poorly at doing that, like against the BBO build, which will just build up stagger on you almost instantaneously, Pulse Armor is my get out of jail free card, basically.
Yeah, I also had the same thing. For him, Pulse Armor,
You're
for
almost
me,
always
Assault
going to want to
Armor.
be hard locked on a water striker. What I've noticed is that if you're hard locked and you quick boost at a 90-degree
Okay.
angle from your target, you
Nice,
actually
nice. It means we got a new guy, a new opponent right now. Okay. Hopefully this is a melee guy or something. Oh, okay. Nice. A melee fighter such as myself. Okay. Alright. Anyways, I kinda like the, I got staggered with that one. Right, the stagger thing is really broken. Okay, but that was a nice fight. really nice fight. But I don't see the point why an S-class fighter is being matched against a B fighter like me. Clearly there is a problem on the ranking system with oh my god. Anyway, yeah, I think I'll probably go take a rest for a few minutes and watch this one.
Boost as in a curve because you're
Right.
going 90 degrees to your right, but it's keeping the hard lock, and that's very important because the closer you are to your target, the tighter your curve is going to be. The downside being you're not too great at CQC. Like Majestic isn't too brilliant up close, so you start using the evasion to try to get behind them and build up stagger with the explosive throws so that you can whip out combos as you start to outplay your opponent. One thing you can do, and this is easiest to do on Xylem because there's a bunch of different angles in the buildings that you can practice on, is if you're in hover mode and you quick boost spam into something with an angle, you kind of go flying up
Probably
it,
going
so you can
false
use that
armor
to
with this
quickly get elevation in a matchup where you might just want to just quickly go up high. The problem is that you do have to have the environment nearby to scoot up. On that note, my assault boost speed is terrible. It's like 331. Like, I need to avoid assault boost at all costs, unless I'm going for a kick. Yeah, your ability to chase is just terrible. If your opponent is AP advantage, you need to work hard to get it back. Another piece of tech, if you are flying up, so you're holding A, if you're on an Xbox controller like me, and you activate hover mode, you have a little bit of vertical momentum left over. If you quick boost spam,
Okay, let's go. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna encounter another one with this. Yeah, on second thought, I could go for Pulse Armor with this one because it could get activated and then I could do some melee combo or something. Okay, I guess probably got impatient with anything, so I am going to continue on with my watch.
during the hover transformation, you can retain that vertical momentum and you can quick boost at an angle. You can get like 2 quick boosts using that, so that's another way to try to get a little bit of height quickly on a water strike. It's kind of nice being able to get up a little bit higher than you normally would be able to. The circle quick boosts I was mentioning earlier, those are a fantastic way to set up easy explosive throwers. A lot of this build relies on trying to set up explosive throwers, that way everything else can take advantage of the stagger that it applies. The combo for this build is, in an ideal world, you'll stagger your opponent with explosive thrower, shoot the Majestic with a guaranteed Majestic punish. Then you'll get a kick in, which since you're a heavier AC, that kick is going to hurt, and you'll have enough time to throw your explosive thrower out and get a frame trap on your opponent. That's basically your go-to combo. In certain matchups, like against a light build, like a BBO or a Lambrat, that's almost enough to fully one-shot them. So if you can start that combo, you can actually get a lot of burst damage out of this build. The problem is that it's not a true combo, and your opponent won't be able to counterattack within the combo. So you're brawling it out at that point.
Right.
This is the warning to all aspiring Water Strider players. You are countered by the meta. There is no aspect of the meta that you just beat with this setup. The problem is that Zip Rushdown and Trap Knight, the PS shield, it ruins your whole day. They have 6 parries, and you only really have 2 attacks that need to worry about parrying, being the Majestic and Explosive Thrower, so they can parry you all day. The only way you outplay those builds is trying to force them to do an animation that you can punish. If it's a Zimmer Rushdown, and they shoot their left-hand Zimmer, while they're shooting that Zimmer, they can't use their PS shields. That would be an opportunity where you want to hit them because you know they can't block. If they do a kick, it's the same deal. You know they can't block. That applies to the Rat Knight and the Crab Knight. Both of those also have hammer. If your opponent goes for a hammer, that's another opportunity to punish. But the problem is if they play passive enough and they always wait to parry with that PS shield, you're going to feel like you can never stagger them, and it's a total slog. As for BBO, the problem is you're such a big target and Vientos will stagger you so quickly that it's really a game of how many times can you hit the explosive thrower. That's your only good weapon against a BBO who gets up in your space, so you're pretty much banking on your explosive thrower carrying you through the fight. More bad news, land rats. It is incredibly difficult to chase down a land rat on this build. Just to give you an idea of what I have to do, I do a assault boost kick into the air to save on EN. The assault boost kick at a lamb. Again, just trying to save EN. Once I'm close enough to lock on, then I deploy hover mode, try to weave past as many missiles as possible, and only when I'm close enough to start using majestic and explosive thrower do you start quick boost spamming. A lot of that matchup is determined by the first fight, and the problem with tanks is if it's a good tank player and they're using good tank movement, you're not going to be able to kite them forever. It's inevitable. Now a bad tank player is a totally different situation. You can kite them all day long, but at the end of the day, the biggest factor for a water strider is the map. If whether or not you're actually able to use it to your advantage is a luck of the draw in the ring. Definitely not impossible matchups. They can be overcome, but it's almost entirely up to you to outplay your opponent.
I probably have to test some stuff here. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to test the shield thing. It was kind of recommended by one of my, my audiences while I was live streaming. So I probably have to check that out as well. How does, how does shields work? Okay, I'm just gonna test it out. This one's heavy. Okay, let's see if we could aim for a shield and fire at the same time. Something like that. Well, okay. Okay, so it kind of overheats quite fast. Oh, okay. This is interesting. I see, so you can't quick boost while you're using a shield. However, if you're just moving here, just like this one, it's definitely fine. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Right. Okay, I'm just gonna need to do a training IC and supply. Well, it still has a damage, but it's not as worse as it should be. Okay, there is something. Okay, well, it still has damage, but it's kind of just reduced. And it does not protect on... Okay, let's just try this one, the Biggie Shield. interesting. Okay, let's quit test. We need some actual data with this one. So we're gonna test this one on a live matchups and see how this should work. Yeah. Okay, so we need someone to test it on the actual thing. Of course, this has its limitations. When I quick boost, it definitely cancels out the shield, and I have to wait. And in worst case scenarios, I have to wait for a certain amount of time before I could use it again. But very interesting, very interesting. I am going to take a look on that. I need some actual data regarding this one.
It's actually a bit of a Sekiro reference. The old version, the heavy owl with the auroras. If you've ever played Sekiro, there's a boss fight named Owl. I think it's the Owl Father variant, which has this like spectral blue owl who fights alongside him. So that's the auroras. And he has a attack he uses where he throws out gunpowder in front of himself, and then he slices his sword through it, igniting the gunpowder with sparks, and it causes a big explosion. And it looks a lot like the explosive goer. So it was kind of a little bit of a reference with those two weapons. So the current owl, since they don't have the auroras anymore, it's really just the carryover of the name and the color pattern and those type of details. So the current owl isn't really as much of a reference as the old one was, but if I did have to say there's an inspiration for it, it would be Sekiro. I'm pretty sure the director of Sekiro is like also the game director of AC6, so I like to think that the explosive goer was a reference to Sekiro.
Yeah, something like that.
On Armored Merchants.
Takafumi is one of the most unique ACs and players I've ever fought in this game. His movement is just insane. I don't even know how to describe it. I pride myself on fighting every single type of AC I can.
Okay, I kind of encountered that kind of guy.
While fighting him.
But I think I encountered some Takafumi guy, I think several matches ago. Okay, well anyway, that was a very intriguing and interesting video about Armored Core 6. Oh, this might change the way you to build your ACs. Fully understand the frame and internal. Yeah. V2 bombers unleashed. Okay, I'm kind of intrigued with this one. Why life sucks in Arrakis?
First thing you'll notice is that the air you breathe is dry, filled with the scent of sand and a faint bitterness of spice.
Right.
But more on that later. The Naive, the leader of the siege, performs a naming ritual, speaking your name out loud for the first time as a way to formally recognize you as becoming a part of the siege. They're probably going to name you something weird or foreign sounding, some kind of traditional Fremen name, or something space sounding.
Right.
Yeah. The parents immediately dress you in a tiny recyclable
Chris,
suit.
what the
A
hell?
piece of technology that will now become a crucial part of your existence. The suit catches every drop of moisture your body produces, like every drop, and
Yeah.
recycles it into water you can drink. I hope it's comfortable, because you'll wear it every day for the rest of your life.
Oh
A
my
poorly
goodness.
fitted still suit can mean leaks, and leaks mean death. So as a child, you'll learn everything you need to know about adjusting and looking after it as you grow. And forget about any kind of bathing. On Arrakis, you don't get the luxury of using water for things like that. Every
Yeah.
drop on this planet is sacred. Not even teardrops are wasted. From the very start, this
Oh.
defines your existence. Water
Okay.
is almost impossible to come by.
Okay, fine. I'll probably have to. Okay, here comes our live test for the shield and see if it works. This is kind of interesting. Okay, Walker. Basically, the guy who does that choppy thing. Right. Okay. There we go. We need some actual data when it comes to this one. Shit. Alright, I guess that's the thing. But we kind of tested the shield with this one, which is kind of interesting. How come? Yeah, by the way, he has a single type of, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, he's using it a back weapon, yeah, right. No, I do think he's kind of cheating. How come he has two types of left arm weapon? Maybe it's... Alright. Nice. Okay. Nice. I guess the shield does have something. But anyway, it's a great experiment because, yeah, I was kind of testing it myself. Well, if you take a look at it, the shield is not exactly nullify the damage. It's just, well, for some reason, they're just basically... Well, this one's attack power is 7... 140. Okay, I'm just gonna think about this one on the calculator. What is 148 multiplied by 6? Alright. Okay, 148 multiplied by 6. So yeah, it's 888 basically if all of those missiles hit compared to this one. This is something. New launcher developed by fire stack shaped projectiles with high velocity that bore through the target's armor. These are non-explosive missiles that rely on raw power. Huh. Okay, let's just test this one out of experiment. So I'm kind of experimenting some, yeah, some stuff. Yeah, test run. Da 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 da. Okay, we need an enemy settings. Craft would be a trainer IC. Okay, so much for that. That's not really yeah, that's not really a good alternate because it can easily be dodged. What's this? How about sprayed bazooka? I always. Oh, okay. No, not ears shot, not songbirds. Kinda heavy. Really? That doesn't exactly work. Okay, not really that working. Vertical missiles. Let's. Okay, that's not. Okay, not really. How about this one? Alright, that's another failed, yeah, another failed, yeah, the best is still Y. Let's check on the projectiles, I mean the plasma rounds. Okay, it was effective, but the problem is it's too weak. So it's not gonna dent out on the damage. Okay, let's change our assembly for the generator. Unfortunately, nothing is available here. This one has quick recovery and supply, but we're kind of underpowered with this one. This one isn't that bad at all because of the recovery rates. Let's just test this one. Okay, let's just test. Oh. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. Yeah, we'll still probably be better off with the coral generator. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go for single, last final single match and see before we end our, recorded Let's Play session. There we go. Yeah, let's go. Okay, well, I'm not really expecting good if he's not around, because that makes me
it'd be the most valuable resource in the world if it wasn't for that other resource. Spice.
right.
And the worst part, you're made up of 70% water, meaning
Right.
you're born with a massive target on your back. Everyone you meet is just itching to take that water from you. Growing up, you'll quickly learn that Arrakis is unforgiving. You don't really play outside like children do on other planets. The
Yeah.
open desert is deadly, with a sun that will roast you alive, and not to mention the 1,300 feet long sandworms that are
Yeah,
always hunting. These
one
massive
kilometer,
predators are
1.3
technically blind and deaf,
kilometers.
but their senses come from detecting vibrations in the sand. They can feel these vibrations up to 12 miles away, so one wrong
Oh.
step, no matter where you are, and you can say goodbye to all that water. Your days revolve around nothing but water and survival. Since you live in a siege, your family will have a hidden water reservoir, carefully guarded and rationed. You'll be taught to measure water in drops, not liters, and spilling even the tiniest amount is a punishable offense. Every drop matters. This stuff is life itself. Now that you're a little older, it's time for you to help the tribe to gather spice. The most valuable substance in the universe. It extends life, enhances awareness, and is the only thing that makes interstellar space travel possible. But harvesting it is extremely dangerous.
Right.
Out in the desert, you sand walk with your companions, moving deliberately and erratically, so you don't have any uninvited guests. Ahead, you catch the faint smell of cinnamon in the air. A spice blow had erupted a few days before, leaving a rich patch of orange crystals scattered across the dunes, ripe for the taking.
Right.
Naive gestures for silence, and you split into pairs to begin scooping and sieving the spice-rich sand. You can feel its gritty texture and notice how beautiful it is as it shimmers under the desert sun. But that's not all you can feel. Suddenly, the ground beneath you quivers, a subtle warning of what's to come. Your naive knows a sandworm is inbound, but that's okay. It's not his first rodeo. He thinks quickly
Right.
and activates a thumper several dunes away as a distraction. Its rhythmic pounding drowns out the vibrations from your frantic shoveling. With the spice safely packed into sealed pouches, you retreat back to the waiting siege, and as you climb the last ridge, you dare to glance back and watch the sandworm breach. Its massive, godlike presence leaves you in awe, even though everything here is trying to kill you. It's one of the few things that make you think life on this planet might be worth it. Now that you're a teenager,
Right.
you start to get more training and responsibilities.
Basically,
The
it's a
siege still
death
relies
world.
on you to help protect
Arrakis
its
is a
people,
death
so
world.
that means you get to make a Chris knife. A Chris knife is a knife made from the tooth of a sandworm, with a fast-acting poison to the tooth's former nerve channel. Nice. The perfect gift for a teenager. It's time to start working on special missions. While your more experienced peers are sent into the
Perfect
deep
gift for a
desert to scout
teenager.
for
What
hidden
kind of
resources,
gift is
you get to
that?
stay put
Oh
and
my
protect
goodness.
the wind traps that collect moisture from the air. Don't worry, They'll need you in the desert soon after enough people die. And they always die. Now in your mid-teens,
Seriously?
you
Oh my goodness.
You've been doing a really good job around
Right.
the CH lately. He thinks you've really grown up, and it's about time he sends you off to learn how to ride a sandworm. Well, your turn, buddy. It's pretty simple. You need to attract the sandworm by using a thumper.
Yeah.
You climb to the top of a nearby rock, and once a 400-meter long sandworm breaches the surface, you just get on its back. I don't see what the big deal is, man. Why are you panicking about this? Well, here it comes. You don't have a choice now. It's time to lock in. You jump onto its back. and
Okay, I
mark it
guess
with a speed.
that'll be all for
Almost-
today's hangout session with the Armored Core 6. Yeah, there's nothing much going on, and we'll probably have to cancel this one. Let's see if there are team matches, but I highly doubt there will be at this time. Yes, of course, there's no team matches. But anyway, yeah, we're just gonna end our match, our hangout session of Armored Core 6 lobby. So again, this is Operator 214. Have a great day, everyone, and see you around on our next recorded Let's Play. Say bye bye, see you around, folks.